Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please stand at this time for the presentation of our nation's colors and Pledge of Allegiance led by the North Salem High School ROTC.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, arms, order, colors, right, base, forward, arms, forward, march.
Good evening and welcome. My name is Jay Weeks, principal of Roberts and Early College High School. I would like to welcome you to the summer graduation ceremony of 2015. You may be seated. It is our honor to have some very special guests here tonight with us. Here on stage, Superintendent, Salem-Keizer Schools, Christy Perry. Director of High Schools, Salem-Keizer, Larry Ramirez. Assistant Superintendent, Salem-Keizer Schools, Kelly Carlisle. And Vice Chairperson of the Salem-Keizer School Board, Paul Kylo. I would also like to recognize at this time School administrators who are here with their classes. From McKay, Dale Peterson. From McNary, Jay Crystal. From North, Cynthia Richardson. From South, Thomas Rommel. From Sprague, Craig Swanson. And from West, Ken Phillips. At this time, I would like to introduce our guest speaker for this evening, Christy Perry, Superintendent of Salem-Keizer Public Schools. Christy has been a teacher, principal, and now leads Salem-Keizer School District. She is not only an outstanding educational leader, but a compassionate human who believes that all students deserve a first-rate education. Ladies and gentlemen, Christy Perry.
I'll work hard to not show my compassion. I get most nervous, not about speaking, but about crying at these events. So I always have to hold back the tears. So we have some bets up here, because there's a couple of us that kind of tear up sometimes at these things. So good evening, class of 2015. Did you hear that? And welcome to parents and families that have come here tonight to support your students. Okay, we have a cheerleader in the audience that might be better than us, so whoever she is cheering for, that is awesome, because you guys should be feeling that excitement tonight that she's feeling for you. These students are so important to us that we believe it's worth a moment in time on an August evening to stop and celebrate their accomplishments. Because class of 2015, we believed you could do this. And guess what? You did. So take a moment. This is real. They're looking at me like, no, this is real. I recognize, students, that this might not be the moment you thought it would be. When you entered as a freshman, your vision of your graduation ceremony might not have been this one. I know you dreamed of being on that football field or in that stadium with your classmates, and something happened that you ended up here instead of there. But I want to talk to you a little bit about why that success is pretty big. So I'm sorry that it's not the graduation you were hoping for, but I hope you'll take a little bit away from this as a job really well done. So in our world of instant gratification, where we too often see individuals who choose to quit, change their course, give up, it got too hard, Mom, I don't want to do this anymore, I had a little misstep, so I'm not going to finish. You did not choose that path. You chose the road less traveled and persevered. And for that accomplishment, we must celebrate it. Because the world needs people exactly like you. People who have had to face hard things, learn to adapt, take on the challenge, maybe think for a minute they weren't going to make it, and persevere. Because people need, our employers and our world needs people who will continue to work and not give up no matter what. Employers are telling us that they want to hire more people, but they have to choose wisely. What they need are people who will do more than punch the clock and do their assigned work. They want people to show grit and determination, who are resilient and solution-focused. Think about this. You could have quit. You could have not been determined. You could have not persevered. So you have learned an important skill that our employers want, grit and determination. So a while back, I attended a funeral in my hometown of Reedsport, Oregon. And I call myself a small town girl come to the big city because my graduation class was only 100 students. And when I saw this high school teacher of mine, he asked me, he says, how do you like being a superintendent? And I think he thought I was a bit crazy at the time. So he was waiting to hear what my answer was, and so I answered him, and he went on to say that he always knew I would do well because I had grit. And I thought, well, I've never thought of myself as somebody who has grit. But at that moment in time in the buffet line at the funeral, after the funeral happened, he told me I had grit, and it made me pause. And it made me remember that my lessons of high school and some of those hard things that I had to overcome, those chances of not walking across the stage that I experienced, had made sure I had grit and determination. So somewhere inside me, I found it within me to continue on and be successful. And that grit and determination helped me time after time after time in my life. So I promise you, the lessons you learned of completing the task under hard circumstances are worth it. They have helped me time and time again because I was at risk at not graduating from high school. So there's lots of talk these days about grit as a predictor of success in college or work. And grit is exactly what you use to take this final step. This is what you use to complete the final steps of earning your high school diploma. You, this specific portion of the class of 2015, have exactly what employers are looking for in their workforce and exactly what every college wants every single one of their incoming freshmen to have. Grit, determination, perseverance, accepting the challenge, and finishing the job. And you have that. So to each of you, I say congratulations. You're exactly where you need to be, and celebrate this moment, even though it's not the moment you expected it to be when you came in as a freshman in high school, and what your vision was for you and your graduation ceremony. So be sure to celebrate, because you are the class of 2015, period. No questions asked, no other explanation needed. Your diploma will say it all. Graduating class of 2015. So graduates, I need your help. I like to do this anytime I speak at a graduation. And parents, you could get your cameras ready for this. So listen all the way through. If you would, graduates, when I'm finished, take a moment and stand, turn around, face your parents, and show your appreciation to them with an applause for the support that they gave you. And then, once you do that, we're going to give your parents to say the same thing back to you by their applause. So graduates, if you would please stand, turn, face your parents, and tell them thank you with your applause. And because this is special, you get time just to stand there and they get to take your picture. And in big ceremonies, we don't get to do this. All right, parents and supporters, now it's your turn. Stand, give these guys a big round of applause and your cheers. Graduates, you may be seated. Congratulations, class of 2015, on a job well done.
Now is one of those moments that you've been waiting for, the presentation of diplomas. School Board Vice Chairperson Paul Kylo, Superintendent Christy Perry, Assistant Superintendent Kelly Carlisle, and Larry Ramirez, Director of High Schools, I present to you, for the receipt of their diplomas, the class of 2015.
Let's bring up our graduates from McKay High School. We begin with Brenda Bastida. Brenda, her plan after this is to go to college and to make her parents proud. Jesus Cornejo. Jesus's plans, one word, work. Fabian Espinoza. Fabian says, I want to work. Alejandro Ledesma. Alejandro says, my plan is to maybe pursue college at PSU or join the Navy. Rodolfo Carreno Morales. Rodolfo says, I want to go to college. Marisol Serrano. Marisol would like to attend college to become a nurse. Mr. Crystal, if you would please usher up the graduates from McNary High School. McKay, you may be seated. We begin with Thomas Beers. Thomas says, I want to go to college and study in the psychological field. I really want to counsel military members with PTSD. Abraham Cortez. Here's what Abraham said. After I graduate, I'm going to get a job to help out my mom and my girlfriend and baby, and then go out to college and be a teacher to help out kids with disabilities. Fallon Cromwell. Fallon's fan club already knows this. But Fallon says she would like to go to college to become a physical therapist, and she wants to say thank you to her stepmom for pushing her. Angeles Guzman. She plans, after she graduates, to move to Eugene and attend Lane Community College and study engineering. She would like to become a mechanic. Asia Owens. Asia says this, my hopes, goals, and dreams after graduation are to be successful, doing what I wanted, go to college to become a zoologist, and be independent. McNary, you may be seated. McKay, you've been standing all that time. That's very respectful. You can be seated. And let's bring up the graduates from North with Mrs. Richardson. We begin with Bridget Flores. Bridget shares a diagram that shows graduate North, go to college and study art, work for a big company, hopefully. And then we have Miranda Irwin. After high school, Miranda plans to attend Chemeketa Community College and then Western Oregon University to major in special education. Mariah Lara. Mariah is enrolled in Chemeketa and plans on transferring to Willamette. She has her classes all ready to go, and her FAFSA is done, and she plans on being a lawyer, so she'll plan to go to law school. Ramiro Mancias. Ramiro's hope and dream is to become a recording artist or a music producer. Alejandro Tobin. Alejandro says he plans on taking a break. We'd all like to do that too. Maria Troncoso. Maria plans on studying nursing at Chemeketa Community College. And now we'll bring up the graduates from Roberts and South, and the North graduates may be seated. Here we have Brinkley Bryant. Brinkley plans to go to college and to get a degree to become a dental hygienist possibly, or maybe a kindergarten teacher, either or. Also, she would like to make her parents proud and change someone's life. Michaela Roller. Michaela hopes to go to college and become a medical assistant. And from South, Bricio Correa. Correa. I practiced. I have to say it right. Bricio Correa. Bricio would like to take a 3-month vacation. And now we have the graduates from Sprague. Thank you, Mr. Swanson. Ryan Bernard. Ryan says this: my plans after high school are to take some time off and then work, and then start during the winter term for Chemeketa and major in psychology, then transfer after 2 years to Western Oregon University. Eventually, I would like to work in counseling. Brittany Lawhorn. Brittany says, what's next? College. Patrick Racine. Patrick plans to go on to college. Jasmine Rayleigh. Jasmine plans to attend college to get her degree in sports medicine. Javon Thurman. Javon says, I want to go to OSU and double major in communications and marketing. And then he adds, I'm also going to be rich and famous representing Oregon. And now from West Salem High School, thank you, Mr. Phillips. We have Jordan Allenby. And Jordan says, after high school, I plan to live life and work. And Kyle Bonin. After graduation, Kyle plans to attend community college and then live the way that is comfortable. These are our graduates.
Students, it is your hard work and determination that has brought you to the point that you are at today. We are proud of the perseverance and resolve that you have shown to make it to this point. High school graduates. Parents, we ask that you please stay seated as the students leave the auditorium during the recessional. You may greet them outside and take pictures and enjoy some light refreshments. Students, please stand at this time. Please turn around and face the audience. Students, you may now move your tassel from the left to the right. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to give you the graduating class of 2015.